Well, yeah, I would fix when I flick the coin to her.
Well, you can put yourselves wherever you need to go. But other than that, yes, I do. Well, no.
All right, we are live.
Oh,
From
welcome. I wasn't ready.
Cody, up to bat.
Surprise!
Hello, and welcome to Dungeons and Dad Jokes. If this is your first time joining us, it's like this all the time. Enjoy the show. Feel free to comment in the comments. If you want to join the live chat, you do have to be a subscriber, though. So go ahead and subscribe if you want to be in the live chat. All right, what happened last week?
The proverbial defecate hitting the proverbial spinning bladed thing.
Yes.
Designed to circulate air.
Yes.
I am pretty sure the last conversation we had with this lady Val, I think none of us had a good charisma.
I didn't
For
try.
yourself.
Yeah, Cadet didn't try.
I certainly didn't try.
I didn't either.
Not going for charisma. I was going for here's the truth.
Shock value.
Yeah, shock value, definitely.
All
Although I
right.
was going to say something to her right away.
Last week, upon arriving in Boreg, oops, what am I looking at here? Oh, there we go. Upon arriving in Boreg, Seeker noticed all the guards have their necks covered. When he inquired about it, the guards simply stated that it was their uniform. Pointing this out to Evangeline, she also noticed that their necks seemed proportionately short. Taking a mental note of this observation, the group proceeded on to the Golden Confluence to await the possible additional payment from the merchant they had escorted, which they had already been paid 100 gold each. If you didn't put that in your character sheet, do so now. While at the tavern, Fix spoke with another noble present, Lord Wessler Oma, and his advisor. He informed them of Lady Val's tolls on the merchants passing through. A few of the others spotted a shifty person sitting near the noble, watching the room. Evangeline pulled her goggles down and made a sweep of the room with her detect magic. Seeker, after catching a few glimpses of a celestial being, also made a sweep of the room. The party reconvened at their table and shared the information gathered. Soon, a group of people with short, covered necks came in and arrested another group of seemingly retired military, the leader of which was Gargoth. And they were arrested for spreading false rumors. Fix, with Mage Hand, pulled a scarf from one of their necks and saw that what appeared to be scars in the shape of gills, after which a card and a coin appeared on the party's table. The coin was the symbol of Joaquin, and the card was of balance. However, it depicted unbalanced scales. Wanting to investigate further, the party asked for Lord Oma's escort to see Lady Bound. The group approached and questioned her regarding the rumors. Gargoth, the one that was arrested, the tolls on the merchants, the necks of the guards, and Joaquin. Cadeth, having not said hardly anything, flipped the coin to her. She took it and immediately called the guards, who shut the door behind them. You are now in the throne room, with 4 of her guards and her, and it is the 5 of you plus Evangeline's construct. Lord Oma did not come into the throne room.
So
I have a rough sketch of the throne room on Owlbear, which you may or may not be seeing. Oh yeah, you are seeing at the moment.
yeah. So as soon as she catches it and calls the guards in, I'm going to look at her and basically say, "So, are you not a fan of balance?"
Balance, imbalance. makes no never mind to me. I do not wish. I am a fan of the coin.
I see. But what is it about this particular coin that caused such a, well, shall we say, hostile reaction?
This is a depiction of an old god. And I will not have false rumors spread about.
What would be false about an old god being active? Do you believe they're gone?
I do believe they're God.
I assure you they're not. Can you guys hear me?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. I don't. They are most definitely not gone. I mean, you can deny it all you want, but that will not change facts.
I do not wish for how shall I say it? Then this God's
Work carefully.
presence.
I don't think. I know that you think you're. How do I say? Hot shit, but you don't get to choose what a god does or doesn't do. They're, by definition, a god.
Quite the opposite, right?
Like,
Oh, definitely.
were you dropped on your head as a child?
No.
Perhaps dribbled like a tetherball. And I do that.
No.
So, what makes you think that you can dictate what gods
Deity
do?
can do.
Not what gods can do, but I can restrict her followers.
That's cute.
Well,
Only to a point.
you could try. Although I'll tell you this, none of us are necessarily Joaquin's followers.
Vix lifts his shield and says, "Not a coin."
And I'll actually show the backside of my shield and say, clearly a raven.
And I'll hold up my shield. Also, not a coin.
I will go.
Anna.
Some do serve themselves, but
Not a coin, not a shield, not a raven.
I will continue moving around the guard behind.
The guard does take note of you, Forsyth,
No problem.
and will turn slightly as you shift.
Very distracting.
Um, she'll say, I will give you two options. can go ahead and leave the city. Or you are welcome to join Garvis.
Join who?
What's
The
a
guy in
Gargus?
jail.
The guy that they arrested yesterday.
Oh, so you think
I mean, there's a third option. I don't think that you,
There is a
you
third
realize
option.
that there's a third option.
Always a third option.
I don't think she'd like the third option.
Probably not. I'll say from behind the guard.
I'm pretty sure her people would like it.
Question.
It's very possible.
Except the ones that protect her.
What exactly would we be being thrown in jail for?
Well,
The potential of messing with her pocketbook.
I'm
Nailed
I'm
it.
Seems a very
pretty
arrogant,
sure.
doesn't
Or
Fix,
maybe just
if,
for my sheer pleasure.
Fix, if I'm not incorrect, I'm guessing your family would not like that.
no, not at all.
I'm also not sure why you would be so inclined, considering what has been seen and who we brought the information to.
Please explain.
I believe that there is a distinct possibility that I may have seen the form of Joaquin. This coin ended up on the table that we were occupying at the time of the arrest, and it appeared behind my back without my notice.
That's hard to do.
We
Very, very hard.
didn't take the coin to anybody outside our circle except you.
Well, not yet.
Clearly, we wanted to give you a chance to make your amends by, how's the word go? Fucking over all of the merchants here? But clearly, you're not interested. So, shall we dispense with all of the nicery?
Unless I'm mistaken, it looks like she's dispensed with the niceries as it is. We're kind of shut in
Seeker
here.
moves to attack the guy on the left. He's tired of talking.
Yep. All of the guards have drawn their sword at this point,
Yeah.
seeing where this is
And
going.
last week I told you I'd already put up my aura thing,
Yep. You have
Okay.
the aura. Yep.
and
Yeah.
see invisibility is still active.
And,
Forget
and
what
as,
that is called.
As soon as I see Seeker moving, my sword appears in my hand.
Twilight Sanctuary is what it's called.
And it's
Twilight
literally
Sanctuary,
like
that's it.
I've got my hand outstretched to her and my sword just appears in it.
All right. I will need initiatives then.
I thought we rolled those last week.
No.
No.
No,
Oh, I'm
Because we
sorry.
weren't 100% sure if we'd end up in combat.
How much
So-
temp HP?
It's
I
only
would-
95%.
99.9% sure. Do what?
Rob, how
I
much
want-
temp HP from your Twilight thing?
Oh, whoever's within 30 feet of me,
Yeah.
You
It
get
happens. It happens
9.
on their turn, I believe.
at the end of their turn.
At the
Oh,
end
well-
of your turn,
Yeah.
not your turn, but each person's turn. If you end your turn within 30 feet of Seeker, you will get temporary hit points.
Okay.
Okay.
9 of them.
So I don't get to move because I know everybody was ready, but do I just, because I didn't, make any, I just went and attacked, basically.
Yeah, everybody was expecting as the tension
Okay.
was rising. So we're going to do
All
this in initiative order.
Woo! That's a good initiative.
All right. right.
I only have a +1, but I've got a dirty 20.
Ooh.
I got a +0.
I got a +3, but I got a 21.
6, what'd you get?
16.
Evangeline, what'd you get? Oh, I need to put this up here.
A 17 because I do have a +1.
I was expecting to go below 10. That's why I was so happy.
All right. Oh, I am looking at the wrong screen. Okay, there we go. Oh, wow. Okay, it's called Seeker Token? Really?
It's all about me.
Yeah.
Excellent.
For the moment,
Excellent.
they're just called whatever
Big token.
token.
They weren't called tokens last time. I don't know why they're tokens now.
Because
Oh, I
they're new,
accidentally just.
remember?
I deleted mine.
Y'all,
You need to
I
stop
did.
that token.
hold on.
I can rename
Stop
them
that
later.
token.
Sorry, you can move you around however you need to there, Fix.
I was attacking the guy with
Actually,
my
I
token.
probably would have stepped up next to
Thank
Fix.
you, love.
Oh yeah, you did toss the coin.
Hey, there we go.
You're kind of in between squares, Rhonda.
I can't see where the squares
Holy
are.
If
crap.
you move
That is a
slowly,
big radius.
yes, 30 feet is a big radius. You've got plenty of room. You could probably move just
Inside,
about
it's a
anywhere
big
in this
radius.
room.
Outside, not so much.
This is the center of a square right here, Rhonda.
Right, where?
If you just move slow enough, it'll pop
Hey!
into a square. Cadeth, what'd you roll?
13.
Is that in a square?
Nope, that's on the intersection of 4. That
Okay,
is.
did I hit it?
Close enough anyway.
If you
There.
see me bat out of a square, just put me in it. I can't see the squares.
Neither can I. I
I
can't see them to
can.
save my life.
I'm looking at the sides of the screen, and I'm good at drawing straight lines with my brain.
Where the heck? There they are.
Brains.
I'm good at letting it just snap to grid, so.
What about Mr. Construct here?
And no, she's not a shape changer. I just used that token.
That would have been problematic.
If we change the grid snapping sensitivity, it would help.
Okay.
Fine, I just don't know how to do that.
I can do it real quick. There. Now it will only go to actual spaces.
I can put it in the middle.
Okay, you can, but if you're not trying to do that, it won't do it.
Yeah.
So any non-douche will be able to do. I'm just kidding.
Hey,
Maybe you have to do it on your own.
I'm not trying to be a douche. I just can't do it.
No, I was messing with Joe.
It's down here under extras. You go to settings
Okay.
and change your grid snapping to 100%.
All right.
Wow.
On the plus side, they're a little slow on the take, so everybody's going to be able to go before them. I'm back to my regular rolling, guys. Forsyth, you are first, technically.
Huzzah and kudos.
Okay. Forsyth is going to use a classic move for him. He's going to use a bonus action and take a wild shape
Nice.
of a brown
Blah,
bear.
blah, 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 blah.
What are you
A
turning into?
bear.
a bear.
Bears are large, right?
Bears
bear.
are indeed large.
A bear.
And he is going to multi-attack with a bite and a
Are you-
claw.
Big brown bar.
A bite and a claw. All right. Bite claw this guy. Your bite claw in number 2.
Well, it's 18 on the die.
That is a hit.
Yeah, it's going to be a hit because he's +4. And his bite is, let's see, a D8 +4. So that's 9 points of damage.
Okay.
And unfortunately, his claw attack was only a 7 plus 4 is 11, I believe.
That was to hit.
Yeah,
Damage.
11 to hit.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Right. So just the 9 points off the bite.
All right.
Let me
nine
check
points.
something
9
here. No,
Scowl.
he doesn't knock it down. So no, that's it.
All right. That is it. Then, and that's all your movement action.
Yep.
Did you want to take any bonus actions? I don't know if you have a bonus action.
No, the bonus action was the
the wild
shape.
shape. That's right. Okay, Seeker.
Seeker
Your
is going
Twilight
to.
Aura is already going.
Yep. I'm just going to step up and say hi as I have this nondescript little weapon in my hand that suddenly becomes spiritual. So as a bonus action, I'll cast Spiritual Weapon, and then I will try to smack him in the face with said Spiritual Weapon.
Okay. Smacking
That
in the
is
face
an
with
18 on the die, plus 5 is a 23.
I'm going to give a fist for your spiritual weapon. 23 hits.
No, not Spiritual Weapon, sorry.
Oh, Shillelagh?
Shillelagh, sorry.
All right.
My bad.
That's all right. I'll scoot it off to the side because I know you have
Because I might bring it in. I don't know yet. Depends on how bad things get. So that is a D8 plus 5.
You are hitting guard number 1.
12 damage.
12 damage. Oof.
7 plus 5.
Okay. Ouch. All right. That brings us to Evangeline. Oh, Foresight.
Yeah.
You ended your turn within 30 feet of Seeker. Seeker, you're going to need to remember this.
Okay, so you get 7 hit points, temp, and I get 8.
Works for me. I've marked it.
D10 and put it on my phone. That way I can remember it.
There you go. That brings us to Evangeline.
That 7 is in the bear form, right?
Yes.
I am going to take my crossbow. And I am going to shoot. And I am aiming for the scepter arm.
Okay.
Drop it.
I'm going to shoot. No idea if I can even hit this chick. Let's see. Well, maybe. I have an 18.
18 will hit, but not her scepter arm.
That's what I was targeting.
Yes. You can. All right. This is how I ran it in my head. You were going to target a spot, and so targeting a spot, I just added 5. Now, what we can do instead is you can roll with disadvantage.
Either way, I was saying I am targeting, so I was targeting a specific thing. If it doesn't hit that specific thing, then it just kind of goes off and then hits her.
Yeah, that was kind of my thought behind it. If you got a plus
Are these
5
new
on her
rules?
AC.
Huh?
Are these new rules?
No.
I wasn't aware that you could target specific things.
Yes. You can actually call a shot. It's kind of a DM call as far as calling a shot.
Okay.
But what
she knew I was going to do that because I discussed it with her yesterday.
Because she did talk to me about it. She's like, I need to get that scepter. So being a called shot, I just added 5 to her AC, and I figured if you got that target number, you would have hit the arm. If you still managed to get above her AC, you're still hitting her, just not your target.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure that was clear. Basically, I wanted you to remember that I am making a target shot. Okay, you adjusted for it.
Yeah.
Oh, woo, 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 woo. I rolled an 8 on my D8. She got 12 points of damage. Piercing.
Ow.
Right to the throat. Oh.
I'm gonna say you hit her shoulder though. Not quite the arm, but pretty close.
Okay.
It hurts. All right. Anything else you were going to do? That was your action.
I am going to. Oh, wrong screen. Sorry. Move. Move.
Hide. Don't hit me.
Oh. He technically, Construct wouldn't technically moved until after I was complete. But I don't think I could do anything on my bonus action that I want to do because I'm not going to tell him to attack with my bonus action. He is going to hold his ground. He is going to, I'm going to keep him between the majority of us and the 2 guards at the back of the room.
Okay, that makes sense.
He will move in that manner and attack when it gets there.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm done.
Okay, so that your construct goes directly after you, so you're just going to leave him there.
Yeah, he made his movement and he's staying there.
Okay. Fix.
Fix will use Mind Sliver on the urchin lady. And so I need a intellect saving throw for me, please.
Really? Seriously?
Yes. Yes.
Well, I got above a 10, 11.
Yep, not high enough. So,
Woo, woo.
and I'm very, very happy about that because then you might actually fail to save for the next thing I'm going to do.
Oh, no.
But you take 5 points of psychic damage.
All right. And then it's a minus D4 on the next save, right?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'll probably fail that one too. Okay. All right. Anything else you'd like to do? That's your action. Any movement or bonus action?
Let me see here. They're back there. He's gonna come right over here.
All right.
Excuse me, Evangeline. Excuse me, pardon me.
Coming through.
My pleasure. I will wiggle and let him through.
And then that is all.
All right. Kada.
All right.
Damn. They rolled really bad on their initiative, huh? Okay.
Yeah, they did.
I'm moving up to there.
That was with all their pluses.
Bonus action hex on her.
Okay.
And I'm going to swing at her.
You're going to swing at her. All right.
Yep.
Take a swing.
Wow, that was so good. I got an 11.
That's a miss.
When it's gone.
Bonus action, movement. Is that it then?
Yep.
All right. That makes it her turn.
Somebody got a bottling company open?
That's what I was wondering.
No, I just buy my drinks in bulk, and I'm filling the fridge.
Well, we are hearing you fill the fridge.
Well,
Stop it. I'm just kidding.
Not many more left.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
About $1,000 a year.
She will say, you had to come in swinging, eh? Couldn't just go peacefully.
No, we tried not to come in swinging. You decided that you wanted to throw a
You
little
shut us in the
tantrum.
room.
Let's put a little, okay, you're going to leave swinging instead of leaving peacefully. I don't think so.
And you're not going to leave.
She has a right? She has a, you see her take her scepter, and she presses something on the scepter. Evangeline, you still have, no, you don't have detect magic up right now.
No.
Okay.
Oh, how many temporary hit points did I get, Seeker?
Oh,
Oh,
no.
you guys got to remind me. So
Oh.
6 for Joe
Yeah.
and 7 for Kadash.
What about
Evangeline?
Oh, Evangeline too. Shit.
Yeah.
Wow, 9 for you.
Woohoo!
Wow. Man, aren't you the lucky one?
That's my buddy.
We're
All
not
right,
that
but
close.
she presses something on a scepter, and I just want to see if you feel it or okay. You're gonna feel kind of a wave of energy come over you. I need Constitution savings throws from
Me?
all of you.
Oh,
All
Is it
y'all.
Is it a poison or anything like that?
All y'all. It is not a poison.
Gonna hit at the angle I'm
It's
at.
a little bit more like a charm. So if you
Nat
have
20.
okay, a
19.
little more 19. Okay.
and I'm actually going to
6.
trigger as a reaction. I'm gonna trigger a use of the Gauntlet of Protection, so I get I get a advantage on it.
Okay.
Wow, my advantage did a whole lot. I rolled an 8 on both dice, so
Nice.
that's 10.
That sounds like me.
I'm rolling
Evangeline,
wonderful tonight.
18.
18.
I know why I'm rolling so bad. It's because we haven't played 2D20 in a while.
Your dice are all confused.
That's what I'm gonna blame.
That you're gonna blame. All right. Seeker, Fix, and Evangeline. You feel for a moment, just a very brief moment of like a blank mind, like you got hit and you kind of zoned out for a moment. Forsyth and Kadeth,
On the other hand,
you are now stunned.
Okay.
At the end of each of your turns, you may roll for. You can roll this saving throw again. But you are stunned. You feel yourself being stunned. You also feel yourself starting to. You're getting some pains in your neck.
Hey, what is that? Somebody's watching something. Okay, what was that now?
Look at that.
Pain in the neck.
Pain in the neck. You're getting a pain in the neck.
I think we got a pain in the neck as soon as we walked in this room.
She is a pain in the neck.
Yeah.
Oh, she's a pain in something.
Pain in something. What?
That sound. So many sounds tonight.
Oh man.
None of them are me.
All right. So any damage or just
No, you're just stunned, and you're just feeling a pain in the neck.
Okay.
Dun dun dun. Haha.
Nice. That's how you do it right, proper.
that's why I sent it.
All right.
Looking good, Forsyth.
Too bad you're stunned. Oh wait, maybe not horse. Oh no, he is.
That's true. You are stunned.
For how long though?
Until you can save, probably.
He's a stun bear.
You are a stunned bear. Oh, it doesn't size with you. All right. That brings us to the fighters. This fighter, seeing what just took place, he knows what's going to happen. So he steps forward and attempts to hit Fix. And attempt is a loose word.
Well, he has advantage because I'm stunned.
No, he's
Hitting
hitting Fix.
is
He
a
knows you're
loose word.
Oh, Fix, not me. Sorry.
13 to hit you, Fix?
It misses.
Darn. All right. Seeker. 16 to hit you, Seeker?
He comes in hard and fast, and I bop him in the nose with my shield. So no. Sorry, I thought that was clear.
Yeah. They seem to want to avoid your construct, but they are moving forward.
But it doesn't want to avoid them.
That is their turn. We are back at the top with Forsyth.
Make
Okay,
that saving
nothing.
throw.
Turn is
You are
over, and
stunned.
he's gonna roll his dice.
You're going to roll to be unstunned.
Yeah. 16.
16 just misses.
Oh,
You're still
poo.
stunned.
That's stunning. Anyway,
Still stunned. Seeker.
So explain to me how this targeting thing works.
If you want to make a specific hit,
I do.
it's a +5 to their AC.
Okay. I am going to make a specific hit, and I'm going to try to grab her wrist with my super necrotic energy.
Okay.
I'm going to try. I got a nat 20.
That's okay.
Oh.
Yay!
Frick.
It seems like every time I cast Harm, I get a nat 20. It's freaking amazing.
All right.
I mean, you can't make this up. Well, no, you guys, never mind.
you can.
You've seen me roll in real
You
life.
can, but we believe you.
Right, you've seen the way I roll. So, I mean, okay, so that was at first level. Let me mark off the spell. And I targeted her wrist specifically that's holding the scepter
All right.
because I can't target the scepter, right?
Correct.
Okay, so that is 30 plus this.
Holy crap.
I rolled a 10 and 2 8s. So that's 48 plus 8 is 56?
56.
Yeah, to her wrist.
Holy crap.
Necrotic, if it matters.
She wails a bit and like
Cheese.
turns just a little bit, and she ends up dropping the scepter.
Yay, as a bonus action, you can bring that fist in and put it right beside me. Well, put it on the other side of her, please, the hexed one. And it's going to take a swing. It wonders, what are we fighting for? When I say out loud that I want to kill you. All right, so that's 15 plus 5. So that's a 20, dirty.
Okay, that will hit her.
So that's
I'm
a
assuming that's
D8
the
plus, well, yeah, her. I don't. So that's a D8 plus 3. So 8 more.
8 more. Oof, she's still standing, but she's
Yeah.
hurt.
Yeah, yeah.
Evangeline.
Okay. Do I want to do it?
Do
I do
it.
want to do it.
Do it. Do it.
This is
Do
how
it.
you do it.
I'm going to move up.
What was that,
Oh.
Starsky and Hutch? Do it. Do it.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you doing?
Reaching for that scepter.
Okay, you're gonna just move
Oh,
up and
shit.
pick up the scepter.
I'm getting it away from where she is.
All right, you pick up the scepter.
Roll.
Roll for possession.
Roll for possession.
Probably.
Roll to take. It's
When
laying
I
on the
have
ground.
it-
You can pick it up.
I am going to move back.
Evangeline,
Okay, you're
you get 8 temp.
What?
All right.
8 temporary hit points.
Okay.
Forsyth gets 7.
And
She is going to make an attack of opportunity against you.
Ow!
okay. How? Okay. Before I do anything else, let her make attack.
That's a dirty 20 to hit.
I'm gonna. No, I'm not. I'm not, because my AC is not high enough to affect the dirty 20.
Okay. All right. She seemingly pulls out a sword, kind of out of nowhere.
Does she look at Kadath when she does it?
14, kind of, yeah. Or 14 points of slashing damage. She seems like she reached behind her and pulled it out with her good arm, because her other
Okay.
hand is a little messed up at the moment.
So I do my 14 points of damage, and at the end of my turn is when the 8 come on.
It's when the what comes on?
Correct.
The 8 from being within 30 foot.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
That's
yes.
At the end of your turn.
Yes. I didn't understand what she was saying either. I was like, what?
Yes. So you still have 8 temporary hit points, because it would be at the end of
Yeah.
your turn.
Let me do my
Wouldn't she
So just
still
take
have the
20
9
off
she
the
had
top.
before and
Math.
not take the 8?
So hold on,
No.
Evangeline.
No.
You had
I had 9.
okay.
I took 14 points of damage.
Oh, you
So
took
5.
damage.
Then I got
didn't take
8.
Correct. Got
Okay.
it.
I
I
didn't
don't
know you
know
had
why.
taken damage. Sorry.
I don't know why he says oft, but he's gonna come over here.
It's not off, it's 0 feet. Somebody was doing directional.
Oh,
I can
okay.
get rid of it.
He often goes to attack.
Often goes to attack.
Does a 22 hit?
Better.
A 22 does hit.
And
Your construct's a little nasty there.
do what?
4. You're hitting number 4.
4. Whoops, another one. 2. 9 points of force damage.
Okay. Ouch. All right. He takes 9 points of force damage. Kind of painful. That brings us to Fix. You saw Evangeline run up and grab that scepter and get hit on the way out with a sword. But she has the scepter in her hand.
The lady needs to make a save. I'll tell you which
A
one.
minus D4.
Yes, add a minus
Yeah,
D4.
at a minus D4. Because you guys are evil.
I hate
Intellect.
that stuff when I'm a DM.
Intelligence.
Oh my gosh.
Did you get a nat 20?
No, I got a nat 1.
No need to roll the D4 then.
He has a -3. Oh.
Something like that.
No. Until the end of your next turn, you cannot take a reaction. You also take 15 points of psychic damage.
Bet you her eyes cross when that happens.
And then on your next turn, you can only choose to do an action, a move, or a bonus action.
Oh, that's brutal. What level spell is that?
Level 2,
What spell is that?
Tasha's Mind Whip.
Oh
I
yeah.
love Tasha's
Oh
Mind
yeah.
Whip.
Oh yeah.
It's just
Brutal.
That's
brutal.
Nasty, nasty, nasty.
Tasha, Tasha, Tasha.
Tasha, Tasha, Tasha.
What kind of girl is Tasha?
A hot one.
Jeez,
An
that's
incredibly
brutal.
hot one.
Okay.
because
Cadet.
she's in a lava lake.
Oh wait, Cadet is done. Is question. Seeker, is he holding her with his dominant sword hand? Or is his sword still
No, I'm Warcaster, so I can have
Yeah,
stuff in
he-
both hands and still
He
cast.
can have, yeah. So
well then?
he
I'm not holding
basically
her anymore.
reached
I
out and
just touched her.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He didn't actually grab her. He just really touched her. It was inflict wounds.
Okay.
Her core.
Oh wait, I can't do that
Yeah,
one. Never mind.
to her core.
Yeah, never mind. That's all I do.
Okay. Fix temporary hit points.
Ah, yes.
Oh yes, sorry. Fix. Wow. You get the max 10.
Okay.
Nice.
So how temporary hit points work, they do not stack.
Right.
I got you.
So you can take what you currently have or take what he just rolled. So you can choose to replace. But they don't stack. All right. Cadet, you are still stunned, even though she does not have the scepter. So
Also, my thing is still going until her round, so I still have advantage on
Why
my
is
save.
my name on the screen?
yes. Why is your name on the screen? I don't know.
Because
there
you
at the
clicked
top.
somewhere.
Oh, because you're clicked on the background. So if you click away from it, if you just click off to the side, it'll make your name disappear.
Okay.
So if
All
you're
right,
clicked
so-
on something, it'll make your name show up.
Gotcha.
Unfortunately, Constitution is not my best save. Not my worst, but it's not my best. Oh, I'm glad I had advantage though. 18.
18 saves.
All right.
You shake it off.
Shake
I heard
it.
that.
Shake it off.
I heard that concert was really good. I don't know. I know a lot of people who went.
Shake it off. I actually like that song a lot.
It
Anyway.
was.
I hate that I love her songs. I hate myself.
I know.
But her
I
songs
hate
are
that I
good,
love her
and
songs
it pisses
I know
me off.
so many people who went to her concert because it was
If you
her
were-
and
I heard
Paramore.
that song 30 times a shift when I worked at Kohl's. I
Oh.
hate to hear that song.
apparently
That's
she
like-
sang more than just that. She sang like
That's-
44 songs this weekend.
Yeah. That's how I feel about Ring My Bells.
All right.
Oh, please,
Okay,
please.
so-
Do we really need a demonstration? Thanks.
Okay, so
Right, Mel.
everything left. My turn.
Yes, that's at the end of your turn. So,
Okay, so Kadath?
but
6.
Cadet,
Oh, the
Six.
save was at the end of my turn,
yes,
so I have
And
nothing
6
left.
temp.
the save
That's
is at
what
the
I
end
was
of your
asking.
turn. Yeah.
Okay,
6 temp hit points unless what you got
I s-
before was higher.
I already had 7, so
Okay, you're good.
All right. So that brings it to her turn. Oh, she's not looking healthy.
it's only going to get worse.
Yeah, it is.
The power of gods compel you. I can't believe you took her scepter. That was epic.
Let's hope I can keep it.
Right?
She turns out to be a Jedi. Holds out, comes back.
She feels the need.
For
For
speed.
Doesn't know if it'll help. Put you in your square. Suddenly,
Felicity.
a second one. No, a second one appears.
I can see
Ooh.
invisible though, right? So I can see who she really is because I see into the ethereal as well.
Yes, you know that this
Okay.
is a temporal clone. However,
No. Oh, okay.
yeah, this is a temporal clone. However, it does have all the same statistics and everything. That was her turn creating the temporal clone, and the clone is going to reach out and smack you with a sword twice, or at least attempt to.
So hold on. I mean,
Time
can
to
I
make
see
an
which one is the real her?
Yes.
Okay.
Time to make an obscene clone fall.
My highest hit was an 18. I don't even know what your AC is.
She comes at me twice, and I catch her dirty wrist with one, and then I smack back her other strike with the other. So no, she didn't hit me. I just parried and clang, clang.
Clang, clang. Dang it. All right, the rest of you just see a duplicate of her come out and like attempt to wail on Seeker and fail miserably. The guard standing next to you is now determined and will make 2 strikes against you as well. Probably fail both of those.
Three
Oh no, I
strikes,
got
you're
a
out.
dirty 20.
That's a hit?
Your AC is a 20, isn't it?
It is. But that's still a hit, right? You got to meet,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So he did get a hit off. The other one missed, but he did get a hit. That is 5 points of slashing damage.
I still have 4 temporary hit points left. Oh, wait, I was supposed to roll it. Sorry. Yep, I still have 4 temporary hit points left. Got it.
All right, this fighter is going to attempt to strike Fix twice. Yeah, neither one of those are hitting. I rolled a 2 and a 3 on the die. This fighter is going to attempt to hit your construct twice since it came at it. Oh,
Come at me,
I
bro.
got a natural 20 on one of those. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points of damage to your construct.
I need a pencil because I don't have.
All right. This fighter's coming up on you, Evangeline, and is going to attack twice. And miss both times, I'm sure of it. Yeah, my highest to hit was an 11.
No.
Yay for Jody's dice. Every now and then it hits. 1 out of about 100 times. All right. That is their turn. They all are very determined on attacking. Seeker managed to shrug off the stun. However, Forsyth is still stunned, even though Evangeline has the scepter. That brings us back to the top with Forsyth.
Okay, Forsyth is going to finish his turn.
And try to shake the
He
stun.
got a 6.
A 6 will not do it.
You do
Wow,
have 9 temp hit points, though.
9 temp hit points. Okay, so make that 7 into a 9, and we're good to go.
There you go. You're a safely stunned creature.
Yeah. Nobody wants to mess with the bear.
Seeker, it is your turn.
Okay. Since it's already there, I'm going to have and I can see which one is actually her. I'm going to have my spiritual weapon take a swing first. Another nat 20. This is insane.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so that's 8 plus. Guys, I am really not making this up. Can you see the red? No, you can't. Can you see the red die? It does matter because I feel like I'm. There it is. Right there. Okay.
That's why I roll electronic.
All right.
dice.
Well, I like regular dice because I roll good. So 8 plus 5 is 13 plus 3 is 16 damage
16.
from the spiritual weapon.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing.
And it knows it hits the same one it was hitting. So,
All right. She's still standing.
and now it's my turn. I'm going to try to smack her as well. That is a 17 on the die plus 5, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Does that hit?
22 will hit.
Okay. And that is D8 plus 5. So that 6 plus 5 is 11.
11. All right. She is huffing and puffing. She is not looking good. Evangeline.
Okay.
Oh, wait, it's still my turn, right? Well, at the end of my turn, I point to and I say, hit this one. So everybody
Right.
knows which one to hit.
Everybody has a target now.
Ooh, and max temp hit points. Thank you.
I
I love the dice tonight. That's awesome. Go ahead.
do a big swooping reach. And I throw a force onslaught to the one Cadet pointed at. A 22 to hit for 18 force damage.
That hits. Are you
Damn.
using her? Are you using her scepter?
Why
What
not?
What are you
Well, I
using to?
I will use her scepter because I figure it's probably a.
Cursed item.
I figure it's probably some sort of cipher or something,
It's something.
and I will use it.
Okay.
Oh, if it
Do a
blows up in
force
front of her, that will be
onslaught
epic.
and hit her.
All right, you hit her.
And I got 18 damage, force damage. And you can tell me what I notice about it.
Well, you don't have to worry about it exploding because it's not a cipher.
Hey, not a cipher. But the spell, the casting worked. Well, the attack worked.
Yeah, the attack worked. So you know it's a relic or an iron flesh, and considering it wasn't fused to her hand, it's probably not an iron flesh.
So I got a relic.
You have a relic in your hand.
Evangeline.
Yeah.
7.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
And then your construct.
My construct will.
Does it get temp hit points as well? A construct? I don't know.
I don't know if it does or not. I'd have to read on that.
All right.
What is your construct doing?
He's attacking the thing that's in front of him
Okay.
for 16 to hit.
That's a hit.
For it's been so long since I've used an actual written character sheet. This is really, I'm really having a time with it.
Throwing you off.
Yeah,
Any reason it's not on D&D Beyond?
because my stats for my construct are specific for an artificer, and the stats that are in the extras aren't exactly the same.
Oh. I might be able to help you figure it out, though, a way to do it.
Okay. 9 points of force damage.
Okay.
And Jody, it says a creature. Is your construct a creature, Evangeline?
I do believe constructs are considered creatures.
Okay. It gets 5 temp.
I think pretty much anything that can be a that's going to be my ruling for now.
That's 130, so that worked. Okay.
Yep.
Is she still standing?
She is only just.
Yeah.
Does it look like that it did appropriate damage?
It does look like it did appropriate damage.
Okay. Excellent.
Yeah, very few things are actually resistant or immune to force. Just FYI.
True.
Yeah.
Very weird. All right, so that makes it Fix's turn.
And Fix, you heard me point out that one. I don't see Fix. Is he with us?
Yeah, he's right
Oh.
there.
No,
I think so.
Oh, where'd he
I
go?
don't. I
Where
don't
did
see
he
him.
go?
Oh. Oh no. Did we lose Fix?
Message him.
Well, he didn't post in Discord.
Here he
Oh,
is.
there he is.
There he
There
is.
he comes.
Right.
Holding up the building.
I've been here. I don't know what happened. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't know what's happened. I was trying to talk. I was like, oh, they're just ignoring me. But
That happens to me when I,
You
that happens
won't
to me
be
when I
Flying
turn my
ignored.
away.
VPN on.
All right.
That happens to me anytime I turn my VPN on,
Well,
where I can
Yeah.
hear everyone, but I seem gone from the room.
okay.
Yep.
Well, let's see. What will Fix do? You said that she's pretty.
I pointed out to you which one was her too. I did do that. If you missed that or not, I don't
No,
know.
I caught that.
Okay.
All right. So, you know what? Just in case, me, hurt. Lift a finger to harm. No, he will cast. He'll cast bless, and look to Kadath and kindly ask Kadath to do the honors of splitting
Hit
her
her
skull
for you?
into. Yes, and you
So
have
who's blessed?
Kadath, Seeker, and Evangeline.
Sweet.
You have a D4 on your attacks and saving throws.
Oh,
Use
you
that
probably
on
should
my
have blessed
saving throw.
Foresight.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Instead of Evangeline, I'll put that on Foresight. I forgot it does.
Yeah, because he's having a devil of a time
Yeah.
getting out of that stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So Kadath,
Um,
Seeker, and Foresight.
All right.
And Kadath is kindly asked to dispatch of her.
Smack us.
Well, that ain't happening because that's a whole 12.
With the D4?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
A 3 on the D20, a 3 on the D4.
And she is not flanked, so you don't get advantage.
Nope, no
I
advantage.
can't do anything more for you. Sorry,
All
buddy.
right.
Tried. You tried.
Yeah.
My dice are failing me tonight.
However, if that is the end of your turn, Fix,
It's now my turn.
it is now Kadath's turn.
10 temp hit points, Fix.
Oh, thank you. All right, I was
Mhm.
here, so 5, 10, 15,
And
20. Is that a throne right there?
Is that a? Yes, it is.
Okay. Let me measure this. There is
God,
something
you're
I might
such
be
a
doing.
dick. You are such a dick. I can imagine what you're gonna do. Let's see if I'm right.
Maybe Fix is just going to jump
Because he can.
straight
Nice.
Because
over
he
there
can.
and land on the throne, giving Kadath a chance to move to flank.
Yep.
All right. You will get an attack of opportunity against you because it's a jump. It's not a
Mhm.
teleportation. And it is a 22 to hit,
I'll let that hit.
but he doesn't have any. He'll let that hit. Oh, good. That's a whopping 5 points of slashing damage.
Oh,
Owie.
and then I get
10 temp after that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't even notice that it hit me. It just kind of.
He poked
Brush
your
it
toe
off.
as you were going by.
Yep.
These poor guys must be so frustrated.
We're
One
ignoring
character, one
them
game I
practically.
compared to Lincoln.
That brings us to a Kadath.
All right. Well, I'm going to move over here. I'm going to spout off a curse in giant at her. Hexblade's curse.
Great. Okay, she's hexed and she has Hexblade's curse.
Uh huh. Because I'm pissed.
from behind her, I'm gonna whisper, I don't know what he said, but it didn't sound nice.
I think, and Seeker says, I think you're done. I really do.
Raging.
Will a 16
Poke
hit
her
her?
with a
I
fork.
don't think it matters. Will a 6? Did you roll with advantage?
No, I forgot the advantage.
And the
Okay,
Okay,
D4.
never mind. A lot
Because
will
he's-
hit her.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's a 26, I think.
What'd you roll on the dice?
That hits her.
18 and 4, and I have a plus
Oh.
6.
Damn.
If I had rolled a 19, it would have
Yeah,
been
that's
nice.
what I was
'cause-
hoping.
Well, because I get a crit on 19. because
Right.
Oh
I
yeah,
actually
the
curse.
warlocks.
That
are
was the hope.
nice. Yep.
That was
That
definitely
was
the
the
hope.
hope.
But that's okay.
That's okay.
It's
Kill her
still-
anyway.
Let's see.
This might do it.
So plus 2 for that. I get my D6 from
Actually,
that.
probably will do it
I got
because she's
my
hexed
D8
and she's got the
from
curse.
The curse only does an extra 2 damage, so it's not a whole lot.
Oh,
Sometimes all that you need.
8,
That too.
13. So a total 14.
14. Yep. How do you want to do this?
Oh,
Okay,
I
Matt.
see Fix jump behind her, and I just move over in front of her and say, "Here, Fix, grab this," and I stab her straight through,
Grab them.
right through the heart.
No. I
So
don't
you
wanna
guys
get-
touch tips?
I don't want to get unwanted blood on me.
Fix goes, no.
I will not sully my countenance with such common blood.
You run her through good enough that you hear tink on the other side. You can't fix his shin because he's standing on the throne. All right, she is dead, which makes her disappear,
Mhm.
and you are suddenly no longer stunned.
Yeah.
Is talking a free
Still any
action?
guards in there?
Free
Talking is a
action.
free action, yes.
Then I'd like to look at the guards and
I
from
say
standing.
stand down.
What do you say, Fix?
Standing on the throne, he looks around at them and just says, "Drop your weapons and kneel."
I am not
Do
doing
I get a
another
free
Captain
action?
Browning campaign. No.
I'm not.
No. No.
Do I get a free action?
That ain't happening this time. That's okay.
A free action? Sure, a free action that doesn't involve moving or attacking.
Oh, well, never mind then.
Talking is a free action.
Talking is a free action. You gotta
I
just
want to
go
hurt
slice them.
someone. Let's put it that way.
You see all 4 of the guards, like completely, they're like stunned. They're not responding to any commands or anything of that nature. They're essentially stunned. So all of the
Try to-
fighters are not taking any turns because they're essentially stunned.
I'm going to try to knock one over.
I
All
want
right.
to, since in essence we're not combating at the moment, there's one standing right in front of me. I want to investigate him.
Yeah, Seeker's
Okay.
doing the same. The gills on the
I'm
one in
just going
front
to
of
knock
him.
the guy over.
Okay. Not a problem to knock him
What?
over.
Yeah, 23 to hit.
Oh yeah, that's definitely gonna knock him over. So you pounce. Boom. And he falls to the ground.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Seeker? Investigation?
Oh, investigation. I'm so sorry. +0.
Total of
17.
25 for me.
Okay.
I do have medicine if that helps.
Depends on what exactly you're looking for, but you
The
could,
gills.
yeah.
I'm examining
Okay.
their gills. So I
All
thought
right.
that would be medicine.
So yeah, medicine will work.
22 then.
Okay. What you both see obviously, as they're stunned, and you just kind of reach up because their necks are covered, you reach up and kind of pull down their thing. You will see the marks as described to you by Fix from the bar, 2 on either side. You will see those, and they are there. They don't make movement to stop you.
Breathing, blinking.
They're breathing, they're blinking.
So
But
are they gills?
It's
Hey,
kind of,
Blinken.
oh, are these moving? These are
Yeah.
not moving. They're not moving at the moment anyway.
But are they gills?
They do look like gills, yeah. But they're closed.
Because they're not in water. I get that, but
Yeah. They do appear to be gills, but they are not moving.
Are their eyes fixed?
Yes, their eyes are fixed.
Are
They're
their eyes
kind of-
dilated? Are they having a heart? Oh no.
Quick, check their pulse. They are fixed. It's kind of that, it's almost in that half asleep, half awake state that
I
kind
play
of that almost a sleep paralysis or it's a dream state almost, that they're not responding to the world around them at the moment.
well, I'm going to disarm this one and tie his hands behind his back with some rope.
Okay,
Or her. I don't know if it's a dude or a girl. I don't know. Whatever it is.
take a pick.
I'm
Guard
going to
number
remove the weapon from the one in front of me.
Okay.
And
term androgynous comes to mind.
I don't know. They're carrying swords, right? 2?
Yeah.
I'll
One.
grab both
They each have a
one.
sword.
They each
Yeah.
have one sword. I'm going to grab
Yeah.
that sword, stick it in my pocket.
I keep forgetting about your pocket. I'm like, is that a long sword in your pocket?
All right.
No, I'm just happy to see you.
Quickly scan for anything else on his person that might be construed as a weapon.
He's got a dagger in his boot.
Seeker
Take
cast
his
detect
dagger out
magic.
of his boot and put it in a pocket.
More like a throwing knife. It's not like a full-on
No,
dagger.
put it-
It's
That's okay. It's a weapon. I'll grab it, put it in the pocket.
all right.
Seeker cast
Basically,
detect
I don't
magic
want
and looking
him
at the
to be
chick.
able to attack.
Gotcha.
And then-
You cast detect magic
Detect
and you're
magic
looking
and
at
I'm
the
checking out the chick.
Okay.
Checking out the chick.
The one that I just murdered. Well, Kadath murdered, sorry. I helped a lot though.
I'm going to just go through the pockets of the guards, but
All right.
Fix sits
I'm gonna-
cross-legged on
I'm
the
gonna-
throne and just watches everyone.
What happened to the guy that's on my construct?
I just moved my hex
Cadet
there.
moved his hex.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Because if
With
I
detect
decide to
magic-
kill one, that's the one I'm going to kill first.
I will also holler at Forsyth to be sure to get the one by my construct.
oh, no problem. I'll get them all.
It's already done. You
And
just didn't
actually-
see him do it.
I'm going to move to the doors,
Oh, that's a good idea. Look at that.
and I'm going to basically just peek out the door and see if there's anybody out there.
You do not see anybody out there.
I'm going to close the door, and I'm going to lock it
Well, that's not entirely true.
if it can be locked.
I lied. You probably see Lord Oma sitting on a bench somewhere out there, just waiting.
Then I'm gonna look over to him and say, "We'll be out in a few minutes. Don't let anybody in," and shut the door back.
Question. Did we see where she put the coin when everything started? Since Fix was like right there near her.
Put it in her pocket, most likely.
Fix would try to find it and see if the coin had changed at all.
But the coin wasn't the problem.
Did not
I thought
change
it
at all.
was.
The card.
It's the card.
Tarot card.
Oh, the
I'm
card
gonna-
was off balance. I thought the coin had the scales off balance. My bad.
You had them backwards.
It's the
That's
card.
fine.
But
Yeah.
that is a good idea. I'll actually go ahead and pull the card out and take a look at it.
Can everybody stop for a second? I did cast Detect Magic and she was
Mhm.
mid-sentence and then everybody jumped in.
Okay.
I'd like to hear what was there.
I've got a checklist.
Okay.
That's why I'm waiting patiently. Because
All right.
I have something in my hands that I need to figure out.
Uh-huh. Okay, so Kadesh, or not Kadesh, Seeker.
Seeker.
You disarm, tie up this guy, cast your
Mhm.
detect magic, and begin to look over the girl or the Lady Belt.
And eventually
you
the
do
whole
not-
room.
Yeah, you do not actually see any additional magic on Lady Belt. But as you glance around the room, obviously the scepter in the hand of Evangeline is glowing like madhouse.
Okay.
The guards themselves, you see most of the guards, well, 3 of the 4 guards, have something glowing in their boots.
Okay.
You see Evangeline disarm her guard and pull out what's in his boot, because Evangeline's been around enough to know that she checked for extra weapons. Pulled out the one on his boot, and it's glowing as she shoves it down into her pocket,
Which is also glowing.
which is also glowing.
So I'll go and get the other boot magic thingy looking and pull them out.
All right. So you pull out all of those. So now you have 3 of the 4 daggers, in essence, that are glowing.
Okay.
Evangeline, you have a scepter that is glowing.
And there's nothing else in the room glowing?
There is nothing else in the room that is glowing.
Okay.
Kadesh.
Yeah.
Oma, Lord Oma, looks at you kind of quizzically and then just kind of gives a little nod, like, oh, okay. Like he's not really sure what's going on. You can
Right,
tell
he
that he
doesn't
is
even know yet.
completely unaware that anything went down in this room.
It's a good thing.
That's fine.
Well, nothing else that you could see within range. If you move about the room, Seeker, you will see the doors glow.
Oh, I'll take note of that.
Evangeline, you take care of your guy. You disarm him. You put some stuff in your robe. What else were you doing?
I am looking at this scepter. I
So
will
you're checking out the
Arcana
scepter.
check it, identify it. I will detect magic, whatever it takes. I don't have
No, you don't need to detect magic. Seeker gives
Yeah,
you the secret
you
hand
know.
signal that it is. Whatever that is.
It's painfully obvious.
Somebody's already got my back on that one.
Foresight.
See,
Evangeline, go ahead and roll me an Arcana. Foresight. You take care of this guy. You disarm him. You go down to take care of the other guy.
right,
Because Evangeline asked you to. You're
Checking pockets.
taking their pockets.
right,
Among the guards, you find 16 gold.
okay.
And you disarm these guys. One of them is tied up. Is anybody tying up the other 3? Just
I can
that.
tie him up as I go.
Okay. All right. Then you are tying them up.
Then we stack them like cordwood.
Has a one-track mind.
Yes, she does. What is your Arcana?
21.
Holy sneakies. Holy sneakies. With your 21, you know, just kind of checking this out, it's got a button basically on it. And that is what releases the magic. It's not a command word, it's a button. You know for a fact that this is a relic. You will know that this is a legendary relic.
Woo.
You are 100% positive that this relic is what stunned your comrades. Also, you are pretty sure that this relic has control over all 4 of these guards. And may or may not have been responsible for their transformation as well.
course, with those gills, you know there's something fishy.
Ah, 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 ah.
Ah, ah, ah.
I had to get a dad joke in somewhere.
Well, that's called Dungeons and Dad Jokes, so you're doing your job.
It is fishy.
Doing what you're supposed to do.
Fix. As you are watching over this, Forsyth getting the other 3 tied up. Seeker's got the 1 tied up. He's checking out the room. Kadeth went to the main door. As Kadeth is walking back into the room, you will notice that the 4 guards are starting to kind of come to. They look very confused.
Fix will watch until one of them seems coherent enough to respond, and then say, "What was the last thing you remember?"
The first one to come to.
The one in front of me has 0 damage.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's probably this one because he had 0 damage. It would be this one. He's starting to come to, and he's looking around the room. He's very confused. He's not sure what's going on. And you ask him. He goes,
I will move. I will make sure he can see that I hold the scepter.
okay. He's a little confused, and he's still confused. It's kind of like, I was arrested.
What is today's date?
I would have no idea, sir.
What is the last date you remember?
The last date I remember, he'll give you a date, and it's probably about 7 or 8 months ago.
Good Lord.
Well, all I can say is don't freak out when you touch your neck.
What?
Yeah, sorry. Not me, but he motions down to the corpse.
Is that Lady Bound?
It was.
That is the corpse of Lady Val.
It was.
We warned her. We told her what was going to happen, and she didn't listen.
Oh.
And then Fix
Sorry,
looks
guys.
to Kadeth. Everything okay?
I'm gonna look at the card.
Yeah. Fix would ask Kadeth if it changed.
I have a one-time use cipher.
Oh, is it that speak with dead one?
How do you have so much stuff? I don't have shit, and I'm really getting irritated. Everybody's got stuff. I don't have shit.
You have inflict wounds.
Rod just said,
Yet you
ciphering.
still did the most damage in that fight. So what are you worried about?
It's not about damage. It's about stuff, Kadaf. Stuff.
Okay, give him a bunch of useless stuff so he won't.
Then I'll be happy.
I'm gonna go to the corpse.
the corpse of Lady Bound? Okay.
I'm going to place the amulet. I'm going to touch it to the corpse.
Gotcha.
Okay.
She is less than 3 days old.
Yes, she is.
For 1 minute. And the cipher begins to glow red, indicating it has recorded the image.
All right.
I now have Lady Vount's corpse likeness. in an amulet of corpse likeness.
Are you announcing that, or is that Rhonda saying that?
Well, you have a perception of over 3. You saw me get
You
really
saw her
excited
do
all
it.
of a sudden.
So
She
I'll
runs
just straight
over,
ask,
she pulls out an amulet and sets it down.
what's going on with that? What is that? What are you doing?
I will tell you, I am recording her likeness.
For what?
Okay. Let me see if there's timing on this.
And I only did a lot of damage because I got a crit, Chuck.
I can now put this on,
And look
and
like her?
for 1 hour, I will look like her.
That could be very handy. Wait, do you look like her, or you look like dead her?
I look like her because she's been
Oh,
dead
good.
less than 3 days. She doesn't look like
Excellent.
dead.
She does kind of have a hole through her chest at the moment, so you might.
I'll cover it over with some
Small.
clothing. I will pull that robe
Put a
around.
sweater on.
Someone walks up, is that a sword hole? Right through it?
Right.
I mean, at least I didn't take her head off or anything.
I'm glad I told
Yeah.
her this before you did that.
This time.
So, Evangeline, I say to you privately, not counting the one that went into your pocket, there are 3 other magical daggers here. And then I announce to everybody, 3 of these are magical, and I lay them down, including that scepter, of course.
You do realize I can take her shape also.
Yeah, but she
Yeah.
got to use her cool cipher.
And I got
Okay,
to
yeah,
use my
okay.
full
Don't
cipher.
kill her dream, okay, Forsyth? Don't kill it.
I'll take one of those. I'll take one of those daggers.
Sure, but
If
you
you-
probably
if you
want to
don't
get them
mind.
identified.
Yeah.
I don't mind at all. I'm just saying we probably want to get them identified.
Whenever,
You can,
Okay.
Seeker, you can actually roll me a history. I'm going to say his, or Arcana. You can roll me Arcana if it's better.
Should be
They're
Arcana,
both
yeah.
plus 0.
Okay.
I will assist him on the Arcana.
Oh,
There
thank
you
you.
go. You can roll with advantage.
That is a 16.
Okay. With a 16, you're going to be able to tell, because of your background, that's why I'm giving you this,
Thank
you're
you.
going to be able to tell that these are pretty standard daggers, but they are very well-made daggers,
Mhm.
very well-balanced, good for throwing, things like that. They are +1 daggers.
So Seeker says, you can tell by the way that the metal was forged and hammered. And then he holds one on his finger, and the balance, that they're perfect for throwing. They have
I'll
the
take
magical
2.
equivalent of a +1. You may take all 3 as far as I'm concerned, unless someone has an objection.
No. I'll take all 3. Yeah. Here, Evangeline, would you hold this old dagger for me? So we can.
Here, take my crap
I like
and let me have the good stuff.
I will
Fix would
take
say-
his dagger and put it in my pocket.
All right, that's what
Fix
I.
would say, I'd
All
like
right, I
one.
took
If,
it off my inventory.
unless you can
Rhonda.
grow extra limbs, I'd
Okay.
like one of those, please, Forsyth.
Okay, go ahead.
Evangeline, the door is also glowing. I'm not sure what that's about.
Okay.
And then when he has, after a moment, Fix will go to the door and ask the nobleman out there if his advisor can cast sending.
When you come out to the door, Homage is still sitting there, kind of keeping an eye about. He's paying a little bit more attention now that Kadath has come out and said keep watch. He'll spot you. He'll be, yes, that's what my advisor used to announce that we were on our way to come see Lady Bounce. What is the need?
He'll look back in the room and look to the others and say, "You got this?"
I'll say, of course.
Okay. And I think that we've kind of skipped over Chuck a couple times on his checking of the card.
Yeah, I've tried.
Oh
a
yes,
couple
I
times.
forgot about that. Thank you. I remember you telling me that, and then I
I'm
got off
sorry, I
track.
got super excited for a second.
Yeah, she got super excited. Yes, cadets, when you check the card, you walk in and all of this is kind of going on. You see Evangeline run up to the corpse, and you kind of pull out the card after seeing Fix check the coin. You pull out the card, and you're looking at the card. They're closer to being balanced.
Not quite.
Okay. I'm gonna look over Fix. Say, we're getting there, but we're not done yet. And put the card back away.
Cadet,
Yes.
do you have an ability to find somebody from your order that might be here? Rhonda to Chuck, what I'm kind of thinking of is, do you have the ability, like thieves can find each other?
Oh, I'm sure I could ask around and find them pretty quickly if there's someone here. Is there something you have in mind?
Well, perhaps to get this more balanced, somebody more balanced needs to be in charge.
But it is a merchant town.
That's a
It is
fair
a merchant
assessment.
town.
We do
I think
need
we know
somebody
someone.
that-
I think
the-
we've
the
already
person
talked with
that's-
someone.
That's sitting right outside.
That's what I was thinking.
Was that the guy we talked to in the bar before
Yes.
we came here? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the guy then. Yeah.
Fix opens the door again. He'll be like, "Come in here a moment, please."
Sure. Does somebody need to come out here and keep watch?
I
mean,
don't
I
think
don't know
that's going
what's
to be a
on.
problem.
No, that's okay. We're
I don't
okay.
think
with
we
it.
have a problem there at this point.
Okay. He'll come in.
And then when he steps in, Fix will shut the door behind him and lock it if possible.
He will. I mean, there's like a
Yep.
put on it if you want, but there's no like key lock.
A
It's just
barricade.
bar.
Yeah, Fix will put that down.
Okay. He's totally shocked when he walks in and sees 4 guards tied up, Lady Vount dead on the throne. He's kind of like, I don't know what's going on here.
Before you freak out, we did try to end this peacefully, and she had other ideas.
Like locking us in and trying to murder us.
It's pretty
like
on
that.
par for Lady Vount. Okay.
We even told her that she was being a bad ruler, and she just wouldn't listen to us.
We even told her we were sent by the gods, and that just made it worse.
Which came out like this. We're on a mission from God. I just had to borrow that, Chuck. It was the perfect time.
I mean, it's the truth.
Okay then. Well, I see you.
So there's a positioning open for
Leadership.
leader.
Position
Yeah, and we
open.
think that you would
All
think you're
right.
the right person for the job. Maybe.
Considering there's a vacancy.
Yeah.
Well, I am willing.
But
She has, she does have a few people here that definitely follow her.
I'm pretty sure that when the guards realize they've been mutated against their will, or at least mostly against their will,
oh,
not gonna sit well with them. They're gonna be mad at her, not at you.
what if
That's true.
what happened to the guards in this room happened to all the guards all over town?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's what Fix was alluding to.
But they could be all sitting there doing nothing right now.
A lot of
could
them are
have-
probably really confused.
You could have a lot of confusion and panic in the streets right now.
Oh
Go
dear.
pick a lot of pockets.
And we need
You-
somebody
Oh,
with
never
connections.
mind.
here.
Oh,
Suddenly Forsyth disappears.
Yeah.
Yes, confusion in mayhem.
and you swore you heard yippee.
I'll be back in a little while, guys.
Okay.
I will ask Oma, is there any particular person or group of people that she was especially close to?
Well, there is the black market traders. She was particularly
Did
connected
they
with.
have high collars as well?
No. Oh, I mean, some of them maybe, but no, not the majority.
Who
So some of them were willing.
is the most prominent of those merchants?
The most prominent of those merchants
Is me. Oh no.
is me. Ha ha ha. No. Plot twist. No, the most prominent of those merchants is most likely. I am not saying that name. Adkin.
Who?
Adkin.
Can you spell that?
ADKIAN. Adkin.
It would have
Remember
cracked me
he
up when she
started that
went, nope.
Remember he
Nope.
started that fad diet? Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it-
Yeah, that's what that
That's what
was. I knew that sounded
saying.
familiar.
John got it.
Adkian diet.
The Adkin diet. Yeah. To line his pockets and of course to help her line hers. Yes, Adkin. I'm keeping it. Is kind of leads the black market merchants.
how disruptive is the black market on the actual market here?
Not disruptive at all, actually. The black market merchants, because the town does thrive economically despite the heavy tolls that Lady Valms had enacted, the black market doesn't need to provide for any necessities. The black market does indeed just provide for oddities, unusual things, unique items. So they don't really have a huge effect on the merchants here.
I have a question, sorry.
Yes.
Were any of the 4 guards that took the guy prisoner here? Because I remember they had magical bracers that I was looking out for, and you didn't mention anything about bracers on these guards from the bar.
Nope, not on these guys.
Okay.
Did she have an inner guard?
This
Or an elite guard?
was her inner guard. She does have an elite force that
Emphasis on
tends
the word
to
was.
run around more in plain clothes and do her bidding throughout the town.
Those are the ones that were at the bar that had the bracers.
And where's the prison?
Oh, the prison is below us.
Do you
While they're
perhaps know the
talking,
way?
I'm gonna head that way. I'm gonna go look for it.
I'm gonna ask him. Did she have someone who was like her magic user, her mage that did her magical bidding?
Her advisor.
She did not have an advisor. If she needed if she needs something extra magical, one of her elite guards would take care of it for her. The enforcers.
They did a good job of that.
I'm gonna show him one of the guards next and ask him if he knows anything about this.
No. actually. I know all of her guards would wear high collars, and then there were several that would wear high collars that were not part of her guard, like her enforcers. I just assumed it was part of the uniform.
Uniform.
That it was, yeah, for a reason.
Yeah, I see now. And he starts to inspect it a little more closely. And it's like, gills. That explains some things.
What kind of things?
She was able to hold up all boats on the river. We never quite figured out how she could do it.
Okay.
I'm looking for the prison and her treasure room where she kept all of her ill-gotten gains.
Yeah. Okay.
Because there's got to be something.
Roll me investigation.
Investigation +3. That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You are going to find quite a bit. But before we get there, I need to take a break.
All right.
Give me 5. I mean, you can give me less than 5, but give me 5.
I have
Okay.
break, Joe.
Yes.
All right, let me get that started. Give me just a moment.
I'm getting fidgety. I need to go.
Be back.
All right. I will be right back.
After these messages.
From our sponsor.
Oh, it's still going.
There's a little bit of a delay.
Okay.
use them.
Go
Alright,
for
I
it.
mean,
roll
to use them
live.
for weapons.
Okay. All right. We're back. And so, Seeker, you are roaming the halls trying to find the treasury and the prison.
Prison.
The rest of you are still in the main room and talking to Oma. Oma does let you know that the black market dealer Atkian can be found usually down by the docks. But yeah, he does not affect the black market dealings. Do not really affect the economy. They're not a hindrance to the rest of the merchants here. Okay. All right. Seeker,
Yes.
as you are roaming through the halls looking for things, you will find a room that appears to have two guards standing outside of it, kind of looking at each other, looking around. They look very confused.
Like the guys in the throne room did?
Uh-huh.
All right, I'll look at them and I'll say, if you don't know why you're here or what you're doing, please understand that the town will not hold you accountable for your actions. You're under control of a nefarious item that its owner has been dispatched. You are free to go back to your own lives, but leave me your keys.
They will kind of.
Oh, and change, lest you might be attacked by those that you were subjugating against your will.
Oh. Okay. One of them will search around. You can tell he's not quite sure. He's looking. And finally, he finds some keys in like a pouch or something. He kind of pulls them out and hands them to you. It's like,
Thank you.
I don't know what these are. And both of them begin to walk out.
Change your clothes, lest the local populace rip you apart.
Right. We get.
And cover your necks with a scarf or something, not what you have here.
Oh. Got it.
It'll make sense later, trust me.
Okay. They kind of walk off together because they're totally confused. At least they have each other. And they begin to go down a hall. They're gonna
Is this
say,
the vault?
We're going to have to find some clothes.
Yeah.
This is the vault, yes.
Now, is it a closed door or is there a way to look in or anything like that?
It is a closed door.
All right, I'll try to match the key. I will cast Detect Magic again just to be safe. Do I see anything weird on the door or on the keys or?
You do not see anything weird on the door, no.
Oh, and give me the dagger in your boot. Sorry, I yell after them.
Stop. Look down. They pull out a dagger.
Just have them
Thank
throw
you.
them at you.
And I put them in my belt. Thank you. So that's two more magical daggers. I just cast Detect Magic. Are they magic?
Yes, they are.
Okay, magic daggers, because that can get me some money, or us, the group, some money, I should say. And is this the armory? I mean, the bank vault, you said?
You believe so, yeah.
I'll use the key to open the door if I don't see any magical stuff
All right.
on it.
Kind of fiddle with the keys a little bit. You find the right key, open the door, it unlocks. And it
Anything in
opens up.
here? Magic?
You see two items that are magical.
Okay.
No, 3 items that are magical. One of them is a staff. Looks like a staff.
Okay.
One of them looks like a crystal nodule, like a semi-sphere kind of thing.
Semi-sphere, okay.
Yeah. And one of them looks like an orb.
Okay, and what about the manner of like gold and items and shit like that?
The gold and the gems there are several chests just kind of scattered about. Some of them are open, some of them are closed. You're figuring there's a good chunk of change here.
Any magically closed ones? The closed ones are magic. I'll just
Nope.
open everything and just look. I'm not taking anything.
Okay.
I'm just looking.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
So
you're finding gold and gems and things like that.
I guesstimate 5,000,
Jewelry.
10,000, 30,000.
You can guesstimate about 10,000.
All right. I will come out of that room and close the door, but I will grab the staff, the crystals, the hemisphere of the orb, and I have the 2 daggers, and I put them in my bag of holding that I have now.
Woohoo!
Forgot about that. I do have a bag of holding from last time, right?
I don't know.
That is this
It's on your
campaign?
sheet. Then...
Yes, I do. I see it here. Sorry, it's so many campaigns. All right. And I put the key in the bag of holding as well.
Okay. All right.
Because only I know that's in there right now in case somebody decides to get sticky fingers
Just
and
don't
use
tell
out
me.
of character knowledge and stuff. But anyway, I'm going to go and I'm continuing to look for the prison.
All right. You continue to look for the prison. Meanwhile, back into the throne room. What else are you doing in the throne room?
I am going to actually, Kadeth, you're. Oh my gosh, what did I do to my? That in a minute. Kadeth,
Yeah.
if he can take charge with Oma to check on what these guards are doing now, since the ones in this room have reacted in this way. We need to see what's going on with any of the other ones that are actually in town. I'm sure Lord Oma probably has some connections. I am going to take the time to cast Identify.
Are there any windows
In the throne room? No.
in the hallway?
In the hallway, yes.
Fix would go to the hallway, unbar the door. Well, Seeker unbarred it. So open the door and you go and look out from the window, see if there's any screaming, any yelling, if what's going on. He'll take a moment to listen.
It doesn't seem like it. Seems like
Looking-
it hasn't. It takes a while for some things to sink in, kind of thing.
Look down into the courtyard if you can. See if there's any guards acting strange there.
There are a few guards down in the courtyard that seem to be confused and is just kind of looking around a little bit. It wouldn't take much. What's your passive insight? You probably know it with your passive.
It's not super high, but my computer is not wanting to behave. 1 second. Passive insight 13.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna recognize this without a roll. You can see that they are kind of looking at each other and looking around and attempting to continue whatever they were supposed to be doing. They're not sure what they're doing, but they're also not really communicating with each other for fear of being like, oh, yeah, you are of no use to me, now die, or whatever. They're like, I don't know what's going on. I'm just going to keep up the ruse kind of thing.
Fix will holler down, "Hey!"
You will get their attention. They will all look up. There's about 3 or 4 of them down there.
Yeah, you're not crazy. You've been under an enchantment. I'd suggest going home and naked if you need to. Don't wear those clothes. You might get killed. And cover your with just get a scarf or something. Do something about
Cover
the
your
neck. Do something about that.
So you're asking us to be naked? with
If you
only
have
a
to
scarf
be.
around our neck.
If you have to be. Feel your neck. Do it. Do it.
They kind of reach up and they go. They get a little
Yeah.
shocked, like,
See?
I told
what?
you.
Okay, yeah, change of clothes is probably in order. And they kind of look at each other and nod to each other, like, yeah, yeah, I'm feeling it too. And they go, okay, all right, we're gonna go now.
Leave your stuff in the guard room there.
Sure.
Thank you. He'll pop his head back in and he'll go back to Oma and say, "Where's your advisor?"
Oh, where did he go? He headed back to my estate. That's what I'm
Can
gonna
you
say.
summon him?
Yeah, absolutely. You need him here?
Yeah, well, I guess that's the
I
question.
need him
Are
here?
you? Do you have the ability to cast sending?
No, that's
Oh, well then yes,
No.
we need him here.
No, I rely on him for that. He'll pull out a small stone and he'll kind of rub it and
Oh.
it'll start to glow and then he'll put it away. He'll be here.
Okay,
It might take him about 10-15 minutes.
wonderful. Fix will then go and search the throne to see if there's any like hidden compartments or something. Where she keeps her secret stash of Tic Tacs for between viewings or something.
There's her snack drawer.
Right?
Her coping cigarettes.
And then her hidden flask because everybody told her to stop drinking. Yeah, you thoroughly inspect the throne. You're not going to find anything like that.
There's a hairball in the corner.
Down deeper into this estate, Seeker, you go. Probably another 2 levels deeper. And you will run across the prison. In the prison, you don't see any guards outside of the prison. But inside, where there is all of the cells, you do see the military people that was taken out of the tavern. You recognize Gargoth. They are all in there, along with a few other people that are merchants or really lower class. And you do see one of the guards with a set of keys, and he's flipping around the keys, and he's trying it on the door. Like a key, and then next key, the next key.
He's like,
it looks like,
hello. I'll take that from here.
okay.
What was the last day you remember?
He gives you a day that's probably 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh,
He's been
my.
here a while.
Okay, you're free from whatever was controlling you, and good on you to help free these people, but I'll take care of that. I would highly suggest you give me the dagger in your boot, those keys, change your clothes, and make sure you cover your neck. You've done some stuff that you really can't be held accountable for, but I doubt an angry mob would listen to you try to explain your case before they ripped you apart.
Good to know.
I hope your family is still intact.
I hope my family is still intact too. I mean,
Be careful. Go to them. Cover your neck. You'll see why when you feel it.
okay. All right. I guess first order of business is to find a change of clothes.
Yes. Go on now. I'll free these people.
All right. Here is the dagger and the keys.
Okay. I take the keys there, and I just look at the lock, and I mean, I'm named Seeker. I think I can figure it out which one is the actual key. So,
Yeah.
and what's his name? Garen or Gargoth? What is his name?
Gargoth.
Gargoth. Gargoth?
Yeah. Here.
Please, I'll open that cell first.
Okay.
My band and I have dealt with your oppressor. We're trying to convince Lord blah, 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 who's in the throne room right now, to step in, or Lord Oma to step in and take over for the interim. until you folks figure out what's going to be done here. But you're all free to go now, and she is rapidly cooling on the floor upstairs.
That is good news.
And I open the lock and try to let them out.
Awesome.
And is anything magicked in here, including these people? I doubt it, but
No, they
yeah,
are
okay,
pretty
yeah.
empty-handed.
But I go about opening every cell, and
All right.
I'm sure everybody heard me.
Oh yeah. They're all like, thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, and they kind of head out.
And I
Gargoth
say,
kind of
no, no,
nods.
no, thank Joaquin. She guided us here.
Joaquin.
The goddess of merchants.
Several of them are a little confused, but goddess.
Of merchants.
The god.
The god, sorry, of merchants. Yes.
Well, she is a goddess, but they're like,
God? A god?
okay, a god. Like what?
No, I didn't stutter. A god, Joaquin, of merchants.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. Some of them they kind of take off a little bit of more spring in their step with a little bit more hope, and you see them kind of scatter. Gargoth kind of, as before he leaves, he turns. He says, Lord Oma.
You should go to the throne room, I would suggest. Just a suggestion. That's where I'm going if you'd like to accompany me.
I will indeed. And you see
Okay.
one of his, he kind of motions for the rest of his men to go on, but one of them insists on staying, and he's like, that's
Okay.
fine. You can stay with me. So,
And I will head back to the throne room if I'm done on my reconnoiter of this
Okay.
place.
yes, you are done on your reconnoiter.
Excellent.
All right. From the throne room, you guys, in about 12 minutes, the advisor comes up to the door, and you hear it clunk because you barred it. Like,
No, we didn't bar it. It got unbarred when Seeker left.
Seeker left, yeah.
oh, okay. I thought you barred it again. Okay. All right. He'll open the door and he'll walk in, and before the door even shuts, he stops and is kind of a little wide-eyed, like, what is? Kind of looks at Oma. He says, "My lord." He says, "It's fine. Come in." So he approaches. He says, "What do you need me for?" Oma will point to Fix. You need somebody to send something?
Yes, I do.
Okay. What would you like sent? And to whom?
To my mother.
Okay. To Lady Trinson, right?
Yes.
Yes.
What was this town called again? I'm drawing a blank.
Boreg.
Correct.
Correct. I'm counting out words here. 1 second.
That's right. We'll cut you off mid-sentence. It's fine. Those are the best messages. Dang it. Now I got to use another spell. All right. In the meantime, you have about 20 minutes or so. Cadet, Forsyth, Evangeline, you're doing identify, so your identify will be done at this point. What are you guys doing? Just hanging out, waiting, keeping an eye on the 4 guards that are still here?
Oh, I went out and looked for people who looked stunned out on the streets.
All right.
Liberate them of their items.
Liberate them.
Exactly.
All right. All right.
Gonna come back with like 50 daggers.
50 daggers.
I don't have a bag of holding.
No, you do not. So, how are you going to liberate these stunned people? Because you know who these stunned people are, or why they're stunned. Are you going to just straight up sleight of hand take things, or are you going to like persuade them otherwise?
We're gonna try for the sleight of hand thingy.
Okay. All right. All right.
Have one of those days. Have one of those lives.
All right, roll me a sleight of hand.
27.
27. All right. You are
Natural 20.
you are going to find 11 people that are stunned in the near vicinity. Of those 11 people, 9 of them are dressed like guards, full uniform. They're kind of stunned. They seem to be trying to do whatever they were last doing that they don't remember doing as they were regaining their past memories. You know, they're like, I'm not sure why I'm here, but I need to look like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing before somebody finds out I have no clue what I'm doing. And you are going to be able to liberate them of their dagger because you know where it's at, you know what boot it's in with the 22. Right. And probably some coinage. Between the 9 of them, you're going to get 25 gold.
Okay.
Between the 9 of those.
Right.
The other 2 that look stunned look a little bit more like the ones that took people out of the tavern.
Ah.
They are more in plain clothes, but they still have their necks covered, and they're kind of wandering around, kind of looking at things, not really sure what they're supposed to be doing, not seeing anybody. I mean, the ones that are dressed like guards can look at each other and kind of go, okay, that's what I'm supposed to be doing, but these guys are they're a little lost. They're not quite sure what's going on.
So they don't need those bracers.
No, they don't. But it is attached to their arm.
Right.
You're not going to sleight of hand that off quite as easily.
No, but I might be able to convince them.
Yeah.
Especially with the knife to the throat. But
Well, you could go that route.
yeah.
Do you want to intimidate them with something like that, or would you rather persuade them with your charisma?
Either one uses charisma, which is going to be a 14.
A 14. Okay. What exactly are you doing?
I'm saying, now I know you're confused, and I will help you if you give me the bracers you're wearing. I will give you instructions that will help you to save your life, because right now your life might be forfeit.
How so?
Well, the fact is you have been working for a very evil woman. That woman is now deceased. She no longer controls you, but she also no longer controls the population of the city. And they might be upset at some of the things you've done. The fact is I can help you get out of this city and to a safe place, and maybe back to your hometown. And all it'll cost you is the bracers you wear. I will offer this same deal to both of them.
Okay. Yeah, if you can get me out of this town, maybe I can get home. And they take off the bracers, and you end up with 2 bracers. And they ask you how long they have been in this town.
I would estimate well over a year, based on what I've seen. What's the last thing you remember?
They will let you know that both of them were river merchants. They were on the river and they refused to pay one of the tolls, and they were arrested. They will realize that it's been quite some time. We're talking 2 or 3 years for these guys.
Right. So let me get you back down to the river, and we will see about getting you onto a ship and out of there.
Okay. They both agree. That totally.
All right. And I will direct them down to the docks. I will walk with them down there.
Sweet.
And
Do you find them a change of clothes? That'd probably be helpful.
yeah, let
They're
me.
in street clothes.
Oh yeah,
They
that's
are in
right.
street clothes. Yeah.
Okay,
They are
okay.
in street clothes.
I'm not gonna let them know that no one's gonna know who in the world they are. I mean, I'm just gonna assume that they're stupid enough to fall for the ruse, and we'll get them down to the docks, and from there we will try to get them a passage on a vessel.
All right. That sounds like a plan. They will do that. And they will follow you. Cadet, what are you doing in
Yeah.
this interim?
So I'm going to also go out into the city,
Okay.
but I'm going to be, my main focus is I am actually going to go ahead and look for and see if there's anyone in the city from my order.
Okay.
If I run across any of these guards while I'm out there, whether they're in the guard clothing or plain clothes, either way, I'm merely going to tell them to report to the chief or whatever it is.
Okay. Report to Castle Duval is what
Yeah,
you
the
know
castle.
that. I think Castle. Yep, Castle Duval.
Yeah, I'll just tell them to report there.
Okay.
But I'm going to be asking around and looking around for any signs of people from my order.
Robert's cleaning.
Sorry, I had to clean something up. My cat made a little mess. Sorry.
That's okay. I was thinking, man, I need him at my house.
All right. Okay. You will, as you're moving about, you recognize one person that has the symbol of the Order of Balance on their cloak. You just happen to catch it when a good gust of wind comes by because it's kind of sewn on the inside a little bit. You do catch somebody from the Order of Balance.
Okay. I'm going to basically give them a rundown of what we've done since we've been in town, what's happened.
It's an older
And
woman.
I'll let her know about Joaquin, and I'm not going to go into the details of like our quest stuff or anything like that,
Right.
but let her know that we saw Joaquin and that it was hinted to us that we need to help restore balance in this town, and that we went to this Lady Vaughn person, and she essentially did not take it kindly, and so she is no longer a problem. And I believe at the moment, at least, the plan, I believe, is to put Oma in temporary power in her place. And I'll also tell her about the guards and
All right.
what we figured out with them.
We have felt that the city was off balance for a while, hence why I am here to try to assess it. Seems like you have been able to make progress where I have not.
Well, we've had the group I've been traveling with has had some interesting successes in that way lately.
Well, hopefully this will restore balance.
But I'm certain I would guess that your advice might be welcome at least on a temporary basis, to Oma.
Yes, I will assist in any way necessary. From what little I do know of the Lord, Oma, he is a good man.
Very well.
Fix would have pulled this advisor aside, and I sent you the message he's sending. Discord.
I know, I gotta find it. There we go. All right. All right. Those of you in the throne room will hear this.
Well, he took him aside.
Oh, okay. So you don't want anybody else to necessarily hear this.
He's not whispering it, but he's not announcing it. And I think at this point,
Okay.
Fix is the only one left in the throne room. Or no, Evangeline is.
Evangeline is still in there.
Okay. So yeah, like probably while she was casting her spell and stuff, he just took him to the side and spoke quietly, but not like a whisper.
I would be preoccupied.
Okay. After the message is sent. Oh well. I guess I can type the response. Evangeline, you will find in your identify spell. Sorry. I was losing that word very rapidly. You will find that this relic, it is a legendary relic. It does require attunement. It is called the Despoiler. And yes, it's in D&D Beyond because I put it there.
Am I back yet?
Okay, there we go. You are
You said DISSP.
Despoiler, DES.
DES.
Despoiler. It's Despoiler.
Got it.
DESPOILER. Blah, blah, blah.
So, Jody, can I ask a question?
Yes.
Am I able to make a roll on the staff?
Sure, Arcana.
Okay, I am going to borrow knowledge then before I do that because I don't have Arcana. So, and that gives me the ability to roll with a better roll.
Okay.
+2 instead of +0. And 18 altogether, so 16 plus 2.
Let me find it again. Okay, 18. Okay, you see on this staff, it is a well-made wooden quarterstaff. There is a short metal glass tube fitted into it. You see that in that tube seems to be almost a misty, foggy substance. That's where the magic is really emanating from. And you're pretty sure that when the staff is used, it probably releases either some kind of toxin or choking gas or something of that nature. That's what your Arcana is going to tell you.
Okay. I'm going to be adding that to my repertoire because I don't have a magical weapon besides Shillelagh. And staff, and Shillelagh works with staff, so that's nice.
Shillelagh does work with staff. You're right.
Yeah, I'll talk to Evangeline when I see her. But I'm back in there?
Yes, you will be arriving now just after Fix got his returned message. Evangeline has now identified the despoiler. They're starting to come together to talk again, and you arrive back into the area.
I walk over to Evangeline, and I don't make a secret of this in front of everybody. And I say, I found these. I don't know if you've done your identify for today yet, but you'd do well to use it.
I have another spell slot.
Excellent. I give you the staff,
Again.
which I tell you in front of everyone, I want to keep this for myself. I have gleaned some info about it. The crystal, the semisphere orb, and, well, if it does enough, there's 3 magical daggers. I know they're +1, but maybe there's something we don't know.
All right.
Which one?
I have
Also-
not mentioned the vault yet.
Am I back at this point?
Actually, yeah, Forsyth, you probably would have walked in shortly after Seeker.
I
'Cause
will
you're
tell
not
them
back yet,
I've got these 9 daggers. I don't know if they're good or bad, but I also
Seeker
have
just shakes his head.
I also have these 2 bracers.
You found 2 of them. There were 3
Yeah.
in the bar. Excellent.
Well, 2
There
out
were
of 3 ain't
4.
bad.
In the bar.
4, sorry.
3 left, 1 right.
Oh, which hand are these, Jody? Left or right?
These are right-handers.
Oh, okay. Damn it.
I mean, it's a bracer. You could probably put it on either hand, honestly.
Okay.
But
Yep.
they were on their rights.
All right.
Right. So
Okay.
we might as well get all of this stuff done.
Sure. And I brought the guy from the jail, I say. I freed everyone
Oh, yeah.
in the prison. And
Yeah.
here. Kadaf, could you tell me what the card shows?
Not there.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
he's not quite there yet.
There.
Forsyth, Fix, and Evangeline, you will see Gargoth follow Seeker in, as well as one of his people that were also arrested, but only one of them.
Okay.
Just so you know that they're both there as well now.
I can cast. I'm going to cast Identify. I've got 1 more spell slot I can use. And then I can cast it ritually.
Okay, so you can
Got time.
every 10
That's
minutes
fine.
identify something basically.
Yeah.
What are you identifying first?
Please,
Staff.
the staff. Thank
Okay.
you.
Staff.
The staff is called a mephitic staff.
What?
Mephitic.
M-E-T?
MEPPH.
Mm-hmm.
P as in puppy. ITIC.
Oh,
It is
so a
not
method.
in D&D. Yeah, it is not in D&D Beyond yet.
Are you
Okay.
writing the stats that she
I
gave?
am. I'm writing it down.
Okay. What it does is on a successful attack, the tip of the staff will release a concentrated blast of noxious fumes. In addition to taking 1d6 bludgeoning from the staff, an affected creature must succeed on a DC 13 Constitution save, or will lose its next turn due to coughing and choking.
Wow.
Cool.
That is cool. Okay.
So I will have to see how often it goes. When I get it in there.
Well, DC 13 is pretty easy to make, so for most creatures.
Well, that's
but
true. That's true. And it is a bonus action when it activates.
it
so
takes
it will
my
use-
bonus action.
It will take a bonus action to activate it. Yeah, I just noticed
Okay.
that. I skipped that sentence.
Is it a magical?
It is magical. It is a relic.
So is it a +1 to hit and damage, or?
No, it's just this extra thing is the noxious fumes.
Okay.
So your shillelagh will work on it because it's not.
Wow,
It
that's
doesn't have
brutal.
anything extra on it.
Yeah,
but-
and it's a relic.
It is a relic.
So that's the blue on D&D Beyond. That's a blue item, right?
It'll be a wondrous
Me-
item when I put it
Oh,
in.
wondrous. Okay.
Or it might be a weapon. I don't know. I might put it in as a weapon.
Okay. Very cool.
I was just gonna say, for the sake of Numenera, it works as a relic,
It is a relic. Yes.
not a
Okay.
cipher.
Yep.
Yeah, so it doesn't go away. I can keep using it. I get it.
Mhm. Yeah, it has a depletion of 1 on a d20, or it has a destruction of 1 on a d20.
Every time I use it, I have to roll a d20.
Mhm.
Oh.
Every time
Every
it's
hit.
used. Every hit. Every time it's used. It's a d20. And on a 1, you can no longer use it as such.
So it blows up, or it just can't use it?
It just stops working. It doesn't explode. It just stops working. What's the next item you're going to identify?
How about the crystal semi-spear?
The crystal
Spear.
the semi-sphere is called a summoning alarm nodule. It is a cipher. This crystal nodule can be affixed to a wall, a structure, or an object as your action. It takes an action to affix it. For the next day, each time the structure or object to which the nodule is attached is struck hard enough to deal damage, you are teleported from any location within 500 feet to a location within 5 feet of the structure or object.
Gosh.
So,
Is it in yet?
no, it is not.
Okay.
I will get
Okay,
that in there.
so the daggers, of which we have the 3 that we know are magic, are they more than +1?
Nope, they are +1. They're just +1
Okay,
daggers.
And then there's the 9 daggers that Forsyth collected.
Yep. They all look identical. They are all +1 daggers.
That can get us a lot of money, guys, for stuff.
Okay, well, I've got them in my backpack for now. So I've
Orb.
got 9 +1 daggers.
If you want me to put them in the bag of
Five
holding, I
+1
will.
daggers.
I will hand
They're all
the
in there.
semi-sphere back to you, Seeker.
I didn't
Because
hear about the semisphere. Say it one more time. I was typing. I'm sorry.
I
It's
will.
an alarm. It's an
I'm
alarm.
going to. I hand it back to you because I can't hold it, and Jody's going to tell you again what it does.
Okay, go ahead.
It's an alarm nodule. Basically, you take an action, attach it to something, not a
Mhm.
creature. It has to be an object or a structure or something of that nature. You attach it to something. If that object or whatever you've attached it to gets struck hard enough to do damage, it will teleport you to the object as long as you're within 500 feet of it.
Huh.
It's,
And you're going to
it's
put
kind
that in D&D Beyond?
of, I will put it in D&D
All right.
Beyond.
I'm
Yeah.
not taking notes on that because Rhonda wrote it
Yeah.
down, I saw. At least I think that's what she was doing. All right.
I took 2 of the other daggers, which leaves 7 more.
So we have
It's,
10 magic daggers?
No, we have 12.
Ooh,
Joe has
12
1.
plus 1.
Yeah, Joe has 1 +1 dagger. I have 4, and I put the 7 in the bag of holding.
So hold on. You gave up 7. I'm just talking about the ones that are not being equipped or used. We have 7 from you, 3 from me.
Right.
So 10. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now what about the bracers?
Hang on, I ain't got
the-
there yet.
Bracers
Oh,
were not
okay.
there yet. Kadeth, this is about the time
Alright.
you're coming in.
Okay.
So
When I get there, coming up from the outside, have any of those other guards shown up yet?
there's a few that seem to be coming in.
Okay. Is there like a side room off the entrance?
Oh yeah. There's
Okay,
like
I'm
a
going
sitting
to
room, receiving room kind of thing.
I'm going to basically instruct one of them to tell any that come to go to that room and just have them all go there.
Okay. All right. That's what
Tell
we'll
them
do
that
then.
we'll be with them in a few minutes.
All right,
And then I'll.
we'll do.
Did the lady from my order come with me?
Yes, she will tell you that her name is Tamira.
Tamira. Okay. Then I will take Tamira in to the big room with me.
All right. So Tamira follows Kadethan. You see somebody in robes, decent robes. They're not high end. Merchant class, maybe upper merchant class is about the level. She will follow Kadethan.
And I'll basically go over and introduce her to Oma if they didn't know each other already.
Okay.
Oma, this is Tamira. She's someone from my order. And I believe she would be of use in helping to guide this city back towards a state of balance.
It will be wonderful to have your assistance.
Does the staff require a 2-minute? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Well, where is it? LMNOP. Oh, I was on the
Mentioned
page.
it earlier.
No, the staff does not require a 2-minute. The scepter requires
Wow.
a 2-minute.
That's badass.
Mm-hmm. That's what it says. No 2-minute required.
After I introduce them, I'm going to just take a quick look at the card.
They will begin to chat a little bit.
Oh yeah,
You
I was
look-
going to
you-
ask you that, Cadet.
Yeah, you take a look at the card and you see that the scales are closer to being balanced.
Damn it.
And I'll just look over at the group and say we're almost done. I think a few more things of clearing things up and helping settle things in the city might be necessary.
Perhaps someone
Well-
to fetch a priest from the Order of Truth.
Not a bad idea. Kadath Evangeline is identifying some of the items I came upon, and I have more data to give to you once she's done. All of you.
Does
Okay.
it need to be a young priest and an old priest?
But they do walk into a bar.
There was some slapstick, some comedy show back in the day where there was an exorcist and it's like, we need an old priest and a young priest. I just don't remember what it was.
And then after I say that, I'll actually look over at Forsyth, or not Forsyth, Seeker, since you're the military man. Let you know. I've gathered up some of the guards that I ran into in the city. They're in the waiting room in the front.
Really?
We could possibly use them as messengers to get the word out to any others that are still in the city, and spread the word that they are free to return to their normal lives.
You showed them how. Well, you told them to conceal their necks, I would hope.
I have not told them anything yet. I figured since you were already talking to some of them, I would let you continue that.
I will do that once we're done here. There's much to discuss. Thank you. What about that crystal?
The orb.
And then I'll go ahead and head back out and see if I can find a priest from the Order of Truth.
All right. All right. You're identifying the orb next?
And any more guards I run across, I'll tell them the same thing about going to the castle.
Yes.
All right. You're
Let's see
taking
if
a
you
look at the
don't have
orb,
daggers.
and you begin to see, as you're doing the ritual on it, you see a lot of things going on inside the orb. You see some cloudiness. You see some almost lightning. It starts to look like a really dark, menacing, almost storm happening in the orb. You get about halfway through your identify spell, and you get a very sharp pain right into the center of your forehead. You're going to take 6 psychic damage,
Ooh,
and it breaks your spell.
somebody's home. Robert's saying that, not Seeker. Because I have no idea what happened. Seeker has no idea.
Evangeline, you kind of take back.
Is that normal? Because Seeker's been standing there just trying to figure out what everything is. What was that? Are you hurt?
How long do temporary hit points last?
I have no idea.
Good question.
Because it took it off my temporary
Well-
hit points.
Well,
Yeah, they would be. I believe
would
they last
reset-
for an hour.
Depends on the ability. Since they reset
Yeah,
at
true.
the end of each round, I would not be surprised if it wasn't every round. And since we were out of 30 feet from Seeker at some point for multiple minutes.
True.
Okay.
That's true.
I need to
Multiple
figure
minutes.
out. Let me.
I will reread that, but that's logical. Because some of them will last 24 hours, some of them will
Yeah.
last 8 hours, some of them will last 1 round.
That's why I said I don't know, because it doesn't specify in the ability.
So I'll have to dig for that one, but that's logical, so we'll go with it.
Okay. I adjusted here. All right. I will look up at Seeker. Because you're still in the room, correct?
Yeah, well, I've been watching you do the identified.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
like
good.
standing right there.
He actually asked you a question.
Yeah.
Oh, what was your question?
What was that? Is that normal? I've never seen you do that during
That
an
is-
identify.
That is not normal.
Are you hurt?
That was painful.
It looked it, the grimace on your face, if that's what it was. He holds out a handful of 10 good berries. These might aid you.
Oh, I'll take those.
There's 10 in my hand. You take as many as you want.
I'll take 5 of them.
Okay. So I still have 5. Okay.
That will help.
So what does the orb do?
I do not know.
But you cast the spell. What do you mean you don't know?
It broke my spell.
What a bastard.
Can I see it? Fix asks.
Sure. Try casting Identify on it. Oh. I will say sure. Yes.
I don't have identify.
I didn't figure you did because you haven't said anything.
Can I roll Arcana? I still have
I'm
that
gonna-
borrowed knowledge for an hour.
I'm gonna roll an Arcana as well.
Oh, I'll assist you instead. I'll assist you.
Okay.
Roll
And
it
Fix
to
will
advantage.
examine it as well.
22 total.
Okay, you got a 22. What did you say there, Fix?
Fix is examining it. Since most of the ciphers and such we've come across are mostly like mechanical, he's trying to see if there's a mechanical explanation to it or anything like that. I can roll Arcana or something else. Investigation.
You are welcome to roll. Taking a look over it, though, you're not openly seeing any mechanical nature to it. It is a fully smooth, probably about 5-inch in diameter, crystal sphere like there's no seams to it or anything.
Hmm.
Your Arcana. With a 22, you're looking at that crystal sphere, and you kind of turn it around a little bit. Seems like no matter how you hold it, the storm stays stationary. Like if you tilt it over, the storm doesn't turn; it stays. So no matter how you're holding the crystal, it's almost like it's got that center of gravity to it in and of itself.
Oh, go ahead.
As you're looking at it, your Arcana, it's super dark and menacing. You are sure that this is whatever's in here, not kosher. It's emanating
Malice.
malice. Yeah.
There's something in this. Not good.
Okay.
It's new. I think that I was casting a spell.
So it's sentient.
Possibly.
Oh, let's just keep that in the bag of holding, shall we?
Before it's
what if somebody can see from the other side?
before it's put away, Fix will take it and hold it and see if does it feel like it would be a focus for a spell. Like he's not gonna cast it, but he's held a focus and he's cast enough spells that.
I mean, you're holding it, and you're kind of. It's got a decent little bit of weight to it. You know, it's a crystal sphere. You are feeling that if you focus on it enough, there is a chance that it could be a focus for spell, or an energy for spell, or something of that nature. It could boost a spell.
But an evil, nasty, evil spell.
But, you know, the effects of which you're not sure. And after hearing Evangeline saying, this is emanating evil, malice.
Nasty, bad, malice stuff.
Any objections to me putting it in the bag?
Ain't pretty.
Anyone?
I have no objection.
No.
It's in the bag. Would you like to do your ritual to get the rest of this?
Yes.
Okay. The bracers, which are identical. Let me see if I actually have them in here, or am I going to have to create them?
How about a nice Alara bracer of flying daggers?
A bracer of flying daggers.
I have a character who has those. Has two of them.
Okay, I'm going to have to create them. They are bracers of shielding.
Okay.
When activated as a bonus action, they will add a +2 to your AC for a minute.
Wow.
It is an energy field. They just look like a regular bracer, but when you activate them, it will create basically like a tower shield almost, out of energy.
Translucent one?
I'm guessing it doesn't stack with regular shield.
I am going to.
It would not stack with a regular shield, no.
And I'm going to, as I'm telling them what I'm finding, also remind them that they were wearing one.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need more than one.
Yep, it's one bracer. You have two bracers. Yeah, it's kind of like the arm sheath of a shield, you know, when you hold a shield, but it's just a.
That would have been nice had I not taken Warcaster already, so I don't need it. it's a moot point for me. But if I didn't have Wardcaster, I'd be all over that.
I believe Forsyth will take one, but that leaves the other one.
Kadath, maybe?
I thought
You don't
Kadath
use a
got
shield,
one.
do you? Kadath?
Me? Yeah, I use a shield.
Oh, okay. So never mind.
I thought Kadath got one from the lizard dude.
I got a gauntlet.
I have a
Gauntlet.
gauntlet.
Okay.
One question. Would that shield still apply when I go into beast form?
That is a good question. The shield would not apply when you go into beast form because it would meld with your beast form.
No problem. I
Yeah.
just wondered
And you
if
have to
it would-
actually activate it to make it happen. Whereas the armor sheath, you don't activate, it's just always there.
How many times a
Right.
day can you use it, though?
You can use it once for short rest.
Oh, that's not bad.
All right. You're going to put that in the thingamabob,
Yeah.
the equipment list? Okay. I'll wait
If
till you
nobody
do.
else needs it, it would help me boost my armor class if I activate it.
I already have a shield, so I won't be taking
See,
one. I
I
would
do not
love
wear
to
a
have
shield.
one, but I don't need it. My shield is better because it's always a +2, not a bonus action.
And
I don't,
You
I
know?
don't,
Does it
I don't
apply-
have a shield, so.
Yeah. Does it apply the same requirements as a shield? Like you can't use a two-handed weapon, things like that when it's activated.
No, because it's an energy shield.
Mm.
The only time I have a shield is if I use my shield spell. But if
Oh,
I can use this, it lasts for a minute as opposed to one action, one round.
We have
It'll
two of
give you
them,
a
so
spell slot.
I'll take one and you can have one.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
I'll put it under my notes for now.
I think
until
that was all of the
everything gets
things
in
that we
there.
had, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So
I'm
who's the
gonna
guy in charge? Go ahead.
It is a relic, and it does not require attunement.
Cool. Very cool. Who's the guy that we're trying to put in charge right now?
Oma. Lord Wexler Oma.
So I asked Lord Oma and Garon, or whoever we freed,
Mm-hmm.
to
Galron.
Galron, please, Galron, DS9. I love that show. So
Yeah.
we have him move over. I asked him to move over. I need to discuss something in private with my group.
Of course. Absolutely. And they'll step aside. Omar and Gargoth and his advisor and Tamira are all moving over to a corner. Tamira and Omar are still discussing things, and Gargoth every now and then throws in some information. And so they're chatting. They're talking strategy on making sure that the town does not go into complete chaos.
So I wanted to discuss something with all of you because I do not believe I am able. Well, I don't think it's fair for me to make the decision on my own. I found the vault of all of her ill-gotten gains. I've got the keys. There's roughly, and I'm just giving out probably more than what I'm about to tell you, the equivalent of about 10,000 gold pieces worth of coin and gems and various other things. I did not load it into my bag of holding like I thought about for a second, but the fact of the matter is, this is a decision we make as a group. Do we keep that for ourselves to further us on our god chores, for lack of a better word, or do we give it back to the town?
Well, if our
What do you think?
if
Am I
our
actually
goal
back
is
there
to,
yet?
yeah, you were.
Well,
Oh,
I
yeah,
want
you
Kadath
said
to hear
back there.
this.
Well,
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
remember,
I
I
want
left
Kadath to
again.
hear this. Yeah.
Oh, you left again. Where did you go?
Oh, shit.
Find the priest of the Order of Truth.
You found
Oh,
that.
I didn't hear that anybody actually left to do that. I knew that you guys talked about it, but I didn't know
Yeah.
anybody actually left to do
No,
that.
I left again to go do that, and if I
Okay.
run across any more guards, I'll tell
Yeah.
them the same thing I told the first group.
Yeah.
If he's gone, I don't
Yeah.
discuss this
Yeah.
yet, but when he's, I want everybody to hear this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
once
you
I'm
will
back,
return with somebody from the Order of Truth. a gentleman by the name of Thomas. His name is Thomas.
Is he doubting?
Hank Engine.
He's a little doubting.
Well, he is in the order of truth, so you know.
I don't know about this. We'll come and check it out.
The
You stick
order
my
of
finger
doubt.
through the hole. Okay, so yeah, then I will share it when everybody is there and ask what everyone thinks we should do. Because I know our further God chores take us to many places and will increase in our bodily potential for harm and loss of life and all of that comes with what we do.
Well,
So I'm not closed to the fact of using it for our own powering up, for lack of a better description, or does the moral dictum say that we return it to the town?
well, morally or not, our goal here was to restore balance. And if we were
Yes.
to take the funds from the coffers from this town, it will most definitely go into disarray and fall back out of balance, as they wouldn't
I
be able
agree.
to sustain themselves. Now, that's not to say that a 20%
Percent?
share for liberating the town is unreasonable,
I
but
agree.
And keeping in mind the other things which we have liberated, I think should come into part of that.
well, those
I
I
do
don't
not
know.
agree with that.
I don't know that they should. I think that those are items that she utilized for ill, as
To hold her grip, yes.
we discovered
Well,
that orb itself is pure evil. I don't think that
more speaking toward the any weapons and armors that we took from the guards. Because
what
while
we took
yes,
was
they
a
were
pittance.
her guards, they were technically acting in the interest of the city, while the interest was incorrect at the time.
They were acting in the interest of a false noble who was way too
True.
big for her britches.
And I hear you, Kadath, but I
those
don't
people
agree.
will need to be. There will need to be a new guard put in place, and those guard will need to be
We have
armed
only
and
taken
armored.
their daggers
Taking their daggers, not their
and
swords.
and 2 bracers.
That's fine.
And they will remain with approximately 8,000 gold pieces to do the rest. I feel good with this. Your counsel is sound. I'll be back. And I just leave abruptly. I go down to the vault, let myself in, take the equivalent of, well, I'm going to count it while I'm down there. Is it actually 10,000?
Okay. It is actually. About 12,400.
Times 20%. So I take 2,480, mostly in gems because that's easier to carry, and load it into my bag of holding. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5 of us, right?
Mhm.
And I will add, wow, that's not a lot, 496 gold to everyone's pocket.
496.
Yeah. It divided evenly. That was nice.
Look at me go.
Jody's like, it's deliberate.
And then, if I may, I will address the 3 that I asked for privacy.
Yeah. By this point, Thomas is also with them from the Order of Truth. So.
So, are you of the same accord that you should take over?
Oh yes,
Oma.
we are all in agreement that Lord Oma is probably the best choice for this.
Then this should belong to you. And I hold out the key to the vault.
I'll take it.
I don't tell them that I took anything. And I'll just say, you'll find everything is in order down there. I'm guessing around 8,000 gold pieces, roughly, worth of gems and various things. I just took a glance. Not 100% sure.
Roughly
I will add-
8,263 gold pieces, but I just took a glance.
And 3 copper.
No, I just said roughly 8,000
Yeah, no,
or so.
Kadath,
Now, Fix, if you did that,
How-
that's what you would do.
Yeah.
how is
Roughly
the
8,000.
card, Kadath?
I'll take another look at the card.
It does appear to be in balance now.
I believe we are
Good
finished.
call, Joe. Good call, Joe. I didn't even consider the balance thing.
I believe we have finished this. So my suggestion would be that we rest here for the night and perhaps make our way up into the Black Hills to the north.
And I know it's 9:30, but I'd like to do just one thing really quick. Seeker's going to address the soldiers that Kadath told him about, and he's going to explain to them in great detail what happened to them and ask them, do any of them wish to continue to serve? And I'm using full military bearing and everything while I do that. And if any of them do want to serve, I'm going to have them go to the throne room.
Okay. I would
We should
say
have
you're
them
going to get
spread the
about
word.
50% of them are going to stay.
Okay,
Yeah.
excellent.
I'd say to make sure to have them spread the word among others in the city too.
I'll do
That
what
way we
Kadath
don't
said
have to
too.
go find any more
Everybody.
than one of them.
Yeah.
Do want to
Like-
find those
Find
bracer
them
people,
all.
though.
You also make sure that I will let you know that you can tell them that I will be working on a way to reverse this if they choose.
Now, is that a magic or a medicine thing? The gills.
That would be a magic thing.
Damn it, I can't help you. Sorry.
Yep.
Would help if
Definitely.
you can.
That was a magical alteration.
And
I do
Fix
have
would
to
help
let
if
you guys go.
Yeah,
And
that
Thanks,
is
that was a
going
lot of
to end
fun.
for tonight.
Before you go,
Yeah.
it was, after I read, it was created through the scepter.
What was?
The gills.
Oh, okay. So it can be reversed by it, most likely. We'll see.
Maybe.
Yeah.
All right.
Good night,
So that is
everybody.
See you
where
next
we're
week.
going to end it for tonight. Yep. And so we are stopping there. We will be ready to go next week to continue the story. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed it, leave a comment and then hit the like button, subscribe, get your notifications so we're live. And we'll see you next Tuesday.
Bye, everybody.